Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Queenie, for those who don't know me, reviewing Love Island season 10. It's season 10, right? Nope, season 9, episode 24. Before I get into it, please make sure to like the video, subscribe and hit the bell, and leave a comment down below. So, of course, the episode starts with the aftermath of the dumping of Ellie and Jordan, and Sammy and Tom are basically saying, if we would have left today together, I would be so happy.
I thought if I go home now...
You're going home happy?
I would be happy.
Yeah.
I weren't panicking at all.
If I'd have gone home tonight, I'd have been going home with you, and yeah, I'd have been happy, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I would have been gutted because all of you guys, but I actually would have been happy.
I'm sorry, I don't think so. I just I do think that Sammy brings out the best in Tom so far from what we've seen, and I do think that they really have a good connection, but I feel like Sammy maybe would have loved to have a longer time in there and more opportunities to explore other people. Tom has had his run, so whatever. And at first he was kind of like, oh, it would be sad, and Sammy was the one saying, no, I'd be happy if it was me and you. And then he kind of switched his tone. So yeah, that was kind of interesting to me. Shaq and Tanya are having separate conversations with other couples, basically sharing how they're still very frustrated with each other but don't want to talk to each other.
Have you spoken? Do it.
We have. We did at the mini fabric, and then we did over there before the text.
I don't like sleeping on an argument though. Like, that's not me. It's like hard to get through to her sometimes. And bro, that ex comment, I can't get it out of my head, bro.
This is all still fresh, it's still new. You haven't seen each other pissed off or angry yet. You don't even seen each other cry yet.
The ick comment absolutely put me off as well, just because if you claim to love somebody, I'm sorry, something like an ick is not going to be enough to end the relationship or the exclusivity or whatever that they have going on. It's clear that they both dove in head first very quickly, and now they're learning the things that determine whether or not you do love somebody after the fact. So it's kind of like they did it backwards and now they're playing catch up. It is what it is. Shout out to Sammy being the MVP, basically saying, listen, relationship tiffs, it happens. Like, don't think that this means you're not compatible or this means you're not going to work out. Even Will was saying the same kind of thing, because honestly, everybody else, Jesse included, just because Jesse's acting right in the presence of Will does not mean she has not been an enemy of progress. Everybody else is not looking out for their best interest, in my opinion. So I'm glad to see that they do have people in their corner. Now, Tanya goes to explain to Tom the ex situation, like, in more context, and when she really breaks it down, it does make a little bit more sense to me.
Because he's so caring, little things get to him.
Yeah.
Those are the things that were reminding me of my ex. He's so caring. So caring. And when you look in his eyes, you can tell he loves me. I can see it. And because my ex was like that, and it drained me for so long, I couldn't voice my opinion anymore.
I know you love each other, but you've only kind of been with each other a short time, and you will work things out, and there will be little bickers now and again, but that's normal, bro. You overcome stuff like that.
I do think that they both were in the heat of the moment when sharing their emotions about the situation. So the words relayed were not the words intended and did not give the intended response as well. So I get where the whole flusteredness is coming from and all that. I just wish they did take a breather before talking about it. And again, I don't care what any of you guys say in the comments. If you're saying Tanya was in the right for reprimanding him in public, I'm sorry, that's just one thing I will never be an advocate for. I just feel like when you're in a partnership, respect your partner in saying, okay, this is an issue, but in terms of getting down to the nitty-gritty of it, I'm gonna do that with you on the side, and then we're gonna come back, to the public. That's just my opinion. Okay. Yeah, shout out to Tom. Who knew Tom's arc would just, wow. Shout out to Tom for being a voice of reason for once. And he was actually giving Shaq some really good advice. So, wow. Okay, Tom, it ain't working on me yet, but it's starting to. The next morning, everybody besides Shaq and Tanya are talking about how loved up they are and how great things are going with Shaq and Tanya. It's just the whole ex situation that is still lingering between them. They'll get over it. It's not that big of a deal, to be honest with you. Olivia, however, she's reflecting with Kai on the dumping, and she's wondering why she was shot is going on and popping outside. Why she was in the bottom when Casey and Claudia were not.
I didn't expect me and you to be chosen over Casey and Claudia. But to say that someone's compatible after 2 days compared to 2 weeks, you can't compare them.
Yeah, so maybe it's me.
At least, like, you haven't let it, like, affect you, do you know what I mean?
What is happening? Record it.
They're coming back from Police Carnival.
Dang, missing everything. Whatever. Olivia, let me tell you something, babe. It is a joint effort. It was a joint effort from the two of you. It wasn't Kai gallivanting and whatever. It wasn't you when you're like, we don't like the both of you equally. There's enough dislike to go around, trust me. Shaq and Tanya finally speak about the situation, and before they head into the conversation, they agree to be open-minded about each other's perspectives.
As much as you can have a say and give people advice, like I'd rather you just wasn't always involved.
Not going to spend my time or invest in someone that feels like I have similarities to an ex.
For me, it's not a deal breaker. It's not something that's gonna change our dynamic.
I will always try with you. I will always try and be a better man for you.
Here I was thinking, wow, this was such an adult conversation. They really heard each other out, explained themselves well, articulated their feelings clearly, concisely. I'm like, this was great. Why does Tanya in this moment was really irking me, because why did she go to Olivia saying, I feel like he just doesn't hear me. I feel like, yeah, we did talk about it, but he still doesn't understand where I'm coming. I felt like he completely understood where she was coming from.
Kind of felt like I'm still not being heard. Do you know what I mean?
Really?
Like he was going around in circles.
Her reasoning behind it was, I'm telling you how I feel because I don't want you to carry on doing certain things.
Okay.
I hate having to feel like it might not work.
Tanya, like if you want an easy way out, like just take it now. If you want an easy way out, just take it now, because sometimes the excuses she gives for not giving Shaq the energy confuse me. They are valid because they are her reasons, but they confuse me. I'm like, the man really sat there, heard you out, relayed what you said. I feel like he understood. Even his conversation with Will showed to me that he understood. But for you to feel like you cannot fully express yourself, that's how you feel, so those feelings are valid. And if that's the case, then yeah, leave the situation. Then you have Olivia still trying to rationalize why she's in the bottom, and Tanya's like, well, maybe it's because all the things that happened to Kai. Yeah, okay.
Like, how are we less compatible than, like, Casey and Claudia?
Maybe
it almost went straight from Tanya
and maybe
to me.
outside it looked like he jumped and didn't give a fuck.
No, we don't like you. We don't like you. It has nothing to do with who you've been previously coupled up with before. Literally, it has nothing to do with that, because all the things that we don't like Kai and Olivia for are just personality reasons. More so Olive Oil. Olive Oil been getting on our nerves lately, and oof, we were so close, you guys. We were so close to getting her out. So close. There's still time. There's still time. By force or by fire, I do not want to see her in the final, but we'll see how that goes. Everybody's getting ready for the evening, and the ladies get a text that Casa Amor is on the horizon. So they gather their belongings and rush over to the next villa. Y'all know how it goes on my channel. I do not remember these people's names until they graduate to the main villa. So the people that we have are Ed Sheeran, for obvious reasons. He is a ginger, but I didn't want to call him Ginger, so we're calling him Ed Sheeran. You okay? She's fine. Then we have Damisha, because he reminds me of Dammy, but like a fierce version of Dammy. Don't ask for the rationalization. It just makes sense in my mind. Then we have Eyes. Self-explanatory. Why are you there giggling in the background? Yes, I give these people nicknames. It's easier that way. Then we have Eyes. Then we have Curly, because of his curly hair. Of course, come on, easy. Then we have X, because honestly, he was just so bland. It was giving me nothing. So we're just gonna call him X, And then lastly, we have Tats, because he is all tatted up. So we will see how Casa Amor goes. We get to see the women in the next episode. And Ron was already talking about, oh, it's our time to party now. Ron, you know what, Ron? Do your worst. I would love to see what you could do. I want to see your fullest potential. I would love to see it. Anyways, as always, guys, please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Bear with me if the videos be coming late and stuff. I am on vacation. So I will do my best, and I'll see you in the next one.